Good afternoon, everybody. We are back, and it's a beautiful day out. So we are sitting on the deck, Marvin and I, and we are ready to read another chapter in a story of Cherokee Trail of Tears. And we are on the chapter called The Young Chief. During the next 2 days, Soft Rain watched in disbelief while everyone prepared to leave. Aunt Key carefully wrapped green fern soiled dress around her daughter's moccasins. Aunt Key's own moccasins were worn thin. She would not be able to walk across many mountains and valleys in them. On the last morning, Mother packed their cups and pans in their blankets, making a tight bundle, smaller than the one she'd carried before. The smoked meat they'd brought was gone, and the soldiers had taken Mother's knife. Soft Rain didn't see Father's tobacco pouch. Biting her lip to keep from crying, she retied Pet's rope around her waist. The soldiers were shouting, "Get in line! Hurry! Move along!" When they opened the gate, the people rushed towards the wagons, clambering to get on. A soldier standing in each wagon pushed most of them away. "Only old ones and little children," they bellowed, grabbing the arms of the babies and grandmothers. "I want my baby back," a mother wailed, clinging to the side of a moving wagon. Mother, Aunt Key, and Soft Rain were shoved to one side where they watched each noisy, crowded wagon pull away. Soft Rain covered her ears with her hands. 3 old women stood near the last wagon, weeping and waving to their loved ones as the wagon rattled by. "Why can't they ride in the wagon?" Soft Rain whispered. "Perhaps they are the fortunate ones, for they are too frail to go," Aunt Key answered, picking up her bundle. "What will happen to them?" Soft Rain wondered as the old ones came near. She thought it was fortunate the grandmother had not been allowed to leave home. She would not have liked riding in a noisy wagon. Soft Rain reached out, touching the arms of the old ones. One of them grasped her hand before walking away in silence. A line of Tasalgi men passed by, blankets over their shoulders. A few rode horses, but most were on foot. 2 chiefs wore brightly colored turbans on their bowed heads. No one spoke. The sun was as high as the heavens before Mother, Aunt Key, and Soft Rain joined the other women behind the men, horses, and wagons. Some of the women had no moccasins at all. How far would they be able to walk? How far was it to their home in the west? Soft Rain did not ask. At first she felt free and cool, walking beside the river with great trees shading her from the sun's strong rays. But soon they left the trees behind. The rain they had welcomed hadn't been enough to keep down the dust created by the crowd of oxen, horses, wagons, and people. Soft Rain stopped to cough and rub her watering eyes. As she hurried to catch up, she saw Mother stumble over a rock, but Aunt Key kept her from falling. "Put the bundle on my back," Soft Rain said. "I can carry it," Mother mumbled. "I want to carry it now," Soft Rain insisted, tugging at the pack. When Mother didn't object again, Soft Rain realized that the coughing sickness had left her very weak. How far would Mother be able to walk? Though not large, the bundle grew heavy. It no longer felt good to walk. Soft Rain wanted to stop long before she heard someone say, "The sun is dead. Let us rest." Finally, the wagons halted. The animals snorted and a horse neighed nearby. Soft Rain could hear children whining. She was surprised to see a young chief ride quickly past them. Before they had unpacked their belongings, he came back. "Where are the soldiers?" Aunt Key asked him. "When will we eat?" "Some soldiers will lead us, but the real people are in charge now. We have ground corn, and you can get water from the stream ahead. Make your dinner," he said, handing down a sack of meal and a small package of meat. Soft Rain already felt better. The soldiers always shouted at them and pushed them. The chief did not shout. Aunt Key baked corn cakes in a shallow pan over a small campfire. After eating, she wiped the pan clean. A woman came asking to borrow it. "I saw pans in the wagons the soldiers loaded," Soft Rain had told her. "I will never cook in them," the woman said. That night, lying on the hard ground under a blanket, Soft Rain pondered why Tasalgi and white people did not get along. She understood that her people hated the soldiers for taking their homes, but she didn't understand why the soldiers seemed to hate them, and why didn't she hate the soldiers? Aunt Key did. She smiled, remembering that Aunt Key had talked with the young chief that day. She had never talked with a soldier. Soft Rain looked up at the half moon. She counted stars until she dreamed. So, they're on their way to the west, the Cherokee Trail of Tears. Our next chapter is called Rattlesnake Springs. I hope you enjoy this beautiful day. Good night. Bye.